Hey, good evening, everyone. Yeah, as most of you know, right, prop firms is trading with prop firms. It has its own challenges, but the major advantages, one is scalability. Second thing is we don't need huge investments to trade the markets. So again, right, there are some days where we make some nice gains. There are some days where market may not move in anticipated direction, but still, if we continue with the practice, persistence, and with patience, there are a lot of opportunities. So we have many superstars already, right? You attended sessions of few of the superstars in previous weeks, and then we took some gap, and we are starting those sessions again. So yeah, I want to introduce Mr. Ankit, uh, and I want to congratulate him because not only getting pro accounts, he also got pro plus accounts from Take Profit Trader. So Ankit will share yeah, right, how he started or his strategy, how he is taking the trades, his tips and what is working for him, right? What strategy is working for him and how he was able to get Pro and Pro Plus accounts. So first of all, congrats Ankit and thanks for taking time to share your tips and strategies and techniques with all the other members so everybody can be successful. Everyone can make money from the market. First, thanks for taking time for that. And congrats on your great success. It's all yours, Ankit.
Thank you so much, Kishore. Thank you very much for the warm welcome. Hello, everyone. My name is Ankit. I just want to give a little bit of my background. I live on the West Coast. I work for the Oregon Health Authority, and that is a full-time job. So, trading is, for me, it's kind of like, second job. And something that I always wanted to learn. I have been following Kishore for, I was telling him, almost for like 2 years before I saw what he's doing and what he can help people um, get those successes through this prop firm account. So that's what I'm here for today, to let you guys know that I definitely 110% actually recommend Kishore and his services, because through that I was able to scale up to the level, and being a novice or being a new trader, I was able to be successful um, with his strategy and what he has achieved. Um, so I'll just share a little bit, and then I'll open up the questions for all of you, and I'll try my level best to answer them. Uh, Please be a little gentle, I would say, because I'm not pro like Kishore and many other trader, but I try my best and try to stay disciplined, stay in my lane, and try to work my way up. Um, so yeah, let me. Is it okay, Kishore, if I share my screen?
Yeah, you're welcome to share. Please do.
Sure. Sure. So I'll just simply share, how many attempt. First of all, I'll start with the take profit trader, um, and how many attempts do I have to like literally go through to get to this Pro Plus account. So you see, like I took a lot of past tests, right? I failed several times. I failed actually. Some of these tests were, I literally had to go like 4 or 5 times to take those tests. Um, but what I, focused on more was that initially, we know that, when you start and take a test first, the first time you have to pay a certain amount, but then every time you take a test, you just have to pay $100. So I was taking those chances, but then simultaneously I was like, learning, learning, learning. learning while following his strategies. Like, a lot of things were what I have noticed very early for my own self is that I don't have much time. My job is 9 to 5. That's the Pacific Standard Time. Actually, seven to 5 because we do have breaks. So only time I had was to wake up early morning and listen to Kishore's session first thing in the morning when he there are certain events which were happening and all, and I simply started as an observing, like how is he taking his trades, what strategies is he using, what is the what economic factor are behind it, and then based on that, I learned that what works well for him, what doesn't work well for him as well. And then, through that, I just started with this test account. I was keep testing myself. So after passing the test, I also had some pro accounts as well where I failed. You can see it right here too. Like three of those accounts were failed as well. So the strategy what I have used is I didn't go and pay an extra to reset this pro account. Every time when I failed, pro account, I open up another test account, just pass the test and try to get the pro. So that's how I finally was able to secure this pro account. And then with consistency, I was able to, now I'm moving. I have just been invited to have this pro plus account, which are like live trading, and you share. I believe with the pro account, it's 80-20% share a profit sharing ratio. But with Pro Plus, I'm excited to trade now. I haven't traded yet um, on this account because I was having some technical issue and all. But with this one, it's like 90 to 10% share profit sharing, so which is great. As I said, like I don't sit in front of the computer every single day. I don't. I'm not able to, trade at like minute or every 5 minutes or 10 minutes because of my job and all. So I have like picked my niche that what will work best for me. So that is what I will share next to you all. Um, and I will go open up one of this. So this is you can see all his indicators, and this is some of my account. Let me just. So as I have mentioned, right, I have not traded in a while because yesterday I don't know how many of you have attended those sessions, but yesterday when Siba was giving those instruction about these indicators, and this is something that really really works if we pay a lot of attention to it. And this is like a best I have never seen such uh what do you call the accurate indicators where it literally gives you entry and exit point. All we have to do is just simply wait and watch for it, wait for that moment to come in, and just take a trade accordingly. I was talking to Kishore as well that I'm not pro like him. I can't scalp as he does small trades. So for me, I always wait for this, uh, best sell like swing sell signal and swing buy signal, and then that's how I was taking my trade. Uh, the strategy which I use technically is when I am in early morning, when I'm looking at the chart, you see like before the market opens, it always gives you that volatility. So we want to look at where the best entry and best exit. But for me, whenever I see that this a swing sell signal comes up, I always look for two things. One is a 5 minute chart, and the second one is a 15-minute chart. And for me, whenever I have noticed, like when we see the confluence over here at T5 confluence, and you can see I don't use many indicators as well. I just simply have this future level manager so that I can see what support and resistance that are being given, and I always keep like mental note of it. And then the T5 confluence. So whenever I see like sell or a swing sell or a swing buy on both 5 and 15 minutes at the same time, that's when it gives me an indication that this is a trade which can be a worth taking. So whenever it shows like a first 5 minute signal, I always wait. I don't jump into it, and I see that how the stocks are moving. Whether it's up and down, whether is it continue even after the sell signal, is it continue going up? And also, we also can, it is also helpful that whenever it is shown over here that bear power when it shows like 53%. And every time when I attended his meeting, he has mentioned like, several strategies like, oh, if you see bear power more than 55 or, 56, those are the very high probability trades. So I keep that mental note, and I always focus on these bear powers. I always look for them and see where they are landing. Like even for like if I change this to 30 minutes and then I just simply wait. Today I was not able to trade at all, but I did not take any trade at all today because I didn't see that strong bear power. So I was just simply waiting, watching the market while I was doing my work on the side, and then now I see this sell signal which is coming up. So for me, this is the swing. Like I see this is a third confirmation that I see that in 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and 30 minutes. So this is like 110% that I can take this trade. Obviously, I have to make sure that I do proper risk management and everything, but then I can take certain trades and then wait for it to, just slide it down by itself. And I don't need to worry about taking any hasty decision or, a quick stop losses. Um, so those are the things like his sessions do really work whenever he's doing those sessions. I would recommend go ahead and attend them because they if you pay a proper attention, he really gives out great tips in his sessions. Like, and then even with the live, but with live, yes, of course, everyone is trading, so we cannot pay much attention. But whenever he has those sessions, I used to attend. Like even when I'm like traveling or anything, I just turn it on and see what he's doing. Doesn't really necessary that I have to take trades, but it really helps in understanding because that's building that understanding of. For me, I did not even know what is support and resistance level, but then seeing him working through those, I was able to understand where the stock is overbought or where the stock is oversold, and then that's how I was able to decide and use those knowledge to apply whenever it was needed. Um, so those are a few basic stuff. RSI, I always keep it for my own self. A lot of us are using RSI, relative strength index. Um, I read about it that this is a good indicator just to keep it on. But I have noticed like time in, time out, these signals work without fail. All we need to do is simply just be patient, wait for that trade to come to you instead of chasing it, and we are able to make a good profit, I would say. Um, me personally, I don't trade everything. Um, I be very focused on NQ and ES. And what I have noticed is that they Even like, $10-15 move in NQ can really pay good, like, three, $400, $500. And throughout the day, it's easy to, look for those moves based on the movement of that movement of the stock, I would say. Uh, and then I just simply wait for those moments only. Not jumping into every trade, making sure that I look for a higher timeline and take only swing trades. I mean, swing sell or swing buy type of trades, and don't jump into anything. That really helped me. So this is my live account. Just before you guys, I was just talking with Kishore that I was having some technical issue. But pretty soon I'll be trading in my live account. And sharing that 90 to 90%, taking that 90% of the total profit. um, so that's what I would like to end with. Won't take much of your time. I'll take questions if you guys have any.
So awesome, Ankit. Great sharing. And yeah, definitely that confluence, right? That multi top-down analysis or multi-time frame analysis. You are not just looking at 5 minute cell signal, but you're also watching 15 minutes. That is giving you much higher quality signals, because in 15 minutes, if it is in a cell, definitely that means it is a very quality signal. And yeah, that's a good one. So one of our members, Siddhi, is asking, do you recommend 150K or 50K?
For me, I took that risk, but again, it's totally based on your own risk, your own skills. If you think that you are not confident enough to jump into directly into a 150K account, yes, the starting small and learning those steps would be more important. Um, and that way you can start with the 50K, move your way up to 100 and 150. Yes, 150K is giving you that leverage of that, you know, uh, a bigger drawdown, bigger trailing stop, where you are at least able to sustain if you have 150K. Uh, and then you don't have to, finish your evaluation within 5 days. It's just that they want to see minimum 5 days. For me, I took sweet time, like, I would say almost 15 days. I was like very patient, and while taking those trades, yes, I made, as I showed you my other eval account, I made a hasty decision in, yes, going all in at once. But then I understood that these strategy won't work given that a lot of volatility in the futures market. And that's when I realized, like, I'll just take my time. If it takes 10 days, 15 days, or a month, but I'll make sure that slowly and steadily I will just reach up to that point where I'll be able to qualify, because they give you a 1 month of a period to finish this evaluation. If you don't, then you have to pay for the extra month. But I don't think that it took almost 15 days for me to get the evaluation. I mean, pass the test and get those other accounts. So I practiced a lot on my test account, and then that's where I was confident to go on the. When I went to the pro, I was confident that yes, these strategies are working, and then I was able to fly.
Okay, so the next one is, so again, if we see your entry criteria, the first thing is you are waiting for swing signal in 5 minutes. And whenever you see a swing sell or swing buy, immediately you are going to 15 minutes time frame and you are checking whether you have a buy or swing sell in that also. Right? That is your second checkpoint. Then the
Correct.
third thing is you are also checking T5 confluence in 5 minutes.
Absolutely. Correct. Yes.
In addition to these three, are you also checking RSI or something at that point of time, or you're just using RSI as a
I use RSI as a backup, um, but mostly, these three things I always check first. Uh, and if all three criterias are meeting, um, then RSI would be less of my concern. Again, that strategy can work differently for different people, but for me, this three are enough. Like more indicators, if I put, I will get more confused. So I just focus on, make it like keep it very simple.
Right. Yeah. Good. Thank you. So again, what is your exit criteria? So that is the entry criteria. One is find swing buy or swing sell in 5 and 15. Second is T5 confidence. And
Correct.
what is your exit criteria? When are you exiting after a certain target, or you are waiting for any signal to take the profits?
So there are two exit criterias which I have, and then that is based on uh, how much uh, how much profit do I want to calculate. So my first one is 1 to 2 ratio. Uh, that if I'm taking a trade, I want to make sure that my stop loss is at one where certain amount of funds are I'm okay to lose, but then I want to make sure that if I'm losing or if I'm risking that money, at least I want to target myself to make double the amount. And that's the reason I wait for quite a long time to take any trade, because when you see those big moves come in, I would say sometimes I have seen it like my one as to two ratio becomes sometimes 3 or 4, and then based on however much profit I make, I just try to secure it by keep moving those stop losses. Um, so I can just simply show you what I do is, let's say for example, if we are taking a trade right now, my strategy will be, I decide that if I have the swing trade coming in, and if had I be looking this and taking the trade right here, my strategy of entering will be somewhere nearby. And if you notice, like if we wait, always stock always come back to where it has come down. It always come back for retesting, and that's where the best entry point that I'm able to take, like at that retest. I never take like first entry whenever it shows the signal, but I always wait and see if it retesting again. And that's where the entry comes in. So for example, if I'm taking an entry right here at this retest, um, so I see the signal coming in, it pushing in, but then when it pushed down again, it's always come back to see where if it's coming back uh, to retest the same area. And then that's where I realize, like over here in the 15 minutes, what I have noticed is it dropped, it comes in, and it always comes back to retest the area which you have mentioned, Kishore, is in your bear power area. And this is where it always came back. And then this is in 5 minutes. If we look into the 5 minute chart, uh, it will show us the retest right here, right? So you see that it's coming back down, it's rejecting, it's rejecting, it's rejecting. And then this is where I understood that, okay, this is where it started with the most selling power, but then now the seller are taking control over here. They're not letting it go up from here. So then this is where I set up somewhere in between. This is where I set up myself. And then I let it fill, and my I know now my stop loss is the high of this candle. So that's where I set up my stop loss. And then I let it run to my so that's I would say, I'm not able to calculate correctly, but let's see, 704. So if I am doing this 22,704, take profit, uh, 2, and then stop loss 1. right? Maybe right here somewhere. Uh, let's say 10% and then stop loss. Sorry, this is 10% and this is 20%. My bad. Uh, sorry, anyways, but you guys understand what I'm trying to say. When you try to do that, it will show you right there. Anyways, uh, so yeah, this is where my stop loss is going to be, and then I look for the profit, like multiplying two times of that. And then if I see continuously coming this going down, if these sell signals are keep coming in, yes, I won't look for the buy because as Kishore mentioned that whenever you see the swing sells, until you don't see a swing buy, just hold on to your trades. So then that's where I continuously holding through this process and and then let it ride. And then when I see those profits are coming in, I slowly keep moving my stop into a profit. So every time if there is a huge jump come in, I still secure some of the profit and I don't lose at all. So I start with strategy where I am putting myself with a limited risk, but then that risk is becoming limited profit, and then that's how I'm moving down with if it continue in my own direction.
So, yeah, one more question is usually at what time of the day you are trading?
For me, two times work best. As I say, first thing in the morning, because that's the only time I have, and after that, I just go to my job, do my day job. So that's the first time. I have noticed that that's when the heavy volume comes in as well. So that's where you are able to decide. And then those are the strong buy and sell signals comes in at that time too. And then the second one is when market opens, next open, which is futures market open at 3 p.m. my time, Pacific time. So I would say 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's where you see a lot of volatility as well. So those are the two times that I look for. And if I get the trade, I take it. If I don't get it, I just simply wait for those sell signal and buy signal.
One is 6 EST morning around what time?
Uh,
Okay.
when market opens,
Okay. Okay.
when market opens.
Yeah. And on average, how many trades you are taking?
Uh, I would say on the daily basis, uh, if I'm if I'm able to, then maximum 2 to 3 trades that I take on daily basis. Some days are like that some days I make good profit while staying into the position. Then for next day or two, I don't even trade, no matter how good trade is coming. But I don't even trade. I just simply wait and let myself absorb what I have done, and then I just go to the next one. But on an average, 2 to 3 trades. My goal is to at least win trades out of those three. And if I lose both of them, then I don't even take third one. I just simply wait for the next best signal.
Awesome. And how many contracts you are going with, Ankit? Are you going with one or two or
So I started initially while I was learning in the test account. I initially started with one or two just to understand the strategy, just to understand the move. And when I realized that yes, these strategies are working, slowly I have scaled up. So now at max, um, I started in a contract, and then max I do is five. But again, I always test more on what works well and what doesn't, and then after I just slowly scale up. That's how I did it.
Right, yeah, that is the right way. So in evening time also, are you using that 5 minute, 15 minute, or if you trade in the evening, are you looking at 2 and 5 as your one for your conference?
For me, Kishore, I'm not very well versed in scalping. So I always wait for that 5 minutes and 15 minutes. I stick to my own niche. Um, yes, I would love to learn, from you how you are able to do it. But right now, I'm just like simply staying in my lane and, working slowly my way up.
Right. Yeah, that is the right way,
Yeah.
right? Because yeah, finding right, using the tool and finding your own, creating your own system, that is the best way. And yeah, just continue what you're doing, which is really the right way to do it. 5 and 15 is the best combination because if 15 minutes gives a sell, that means yeah, 5 minutes will continue for nearly the next 30, 40 minutes.
Correct. Yes. And it really helps.
And how many, right, how much profit you made on pro accounts for them to move you to pro plus?
For pro account, you have to it's not that you have to make like 10K right away in a day, but if you are consistently making, what I have noticed is, for out of four pro account I was consistently making like $1,000 $2,000 a day, and then they have noticed this consistency in me, and then they just simply emailed me. They're like, we are moving you from pro to pro plus.
Hmm. So,
um, but that was also like some, as I said, like some days I was not trading at all, and some days when I was able to, and when I see those good moves, I continue staying in my position, so that way I can uh, take the bigger advantage of those bigger moves when they are happening.
right. So around which month you started your journey, Ankit?
I'm sorry, Kishore.
In which month you started your prop firm journey, learning
Oh,
about
I remember I contacted you 2 months ago, and I believe I was like after you for almost 2 3 days before you reply. So I would say 2 months. First time when I text you, and then I know that you were busy, but I'm so glad that you were, able to contact me back, and I was able to sign up for this. Um, so I started in on I believe May 1st. Yes, so May 1st. That's when I started,
that's
and I'm
awesome.
till yeah till date. I I find myself lucky, even though I was following you for quite a long time. I was very hesitant, and then on the May 1st, I decided. I was like, okay, fine. I wanna give this a chance, and since then I have never repented.
Yeah, cool. If you don't mind, can we know like how much you made in pro accounts, Ankit, as of now? I know you are as of now you are only using Take Profit Trader, right?
Yes, yes. Uh, yeah. So let's see.
Approximately.
Um, Approximately. I mean, my current one is. Let me share. These are on hold because they are giving me the access.
Right.
But I have yet to withdraw this. I'm still waiting on it. But this is what I started with 150, and then I I did at least like um, 2 to 3 withdrawal of, I would say like two. I recently made some. Yeah, there we go. This is
Yeah,
all in
that's
front of you guys.
awesome. Cool. Yeah, that's nearly, I can say, yeah, approximately 40 to 50K.
Yeah, close to that. Yes.
Yeah, cool, cool. Yeah, thanks a lot, Ankit. Because, right, so we all have the equal opportunity, right? As Ankit said, right, that finding your uh, style or find based on your style, finding an approach. Yes, so we have the tools. So that swing by is basically that capital S, swing by is capital B. Wait for those, right? Because scalping it needs a lot of experience and you have to be very very quick. So it is difficult unless you have 10 plus years of experience. You cannot quickly scalp as I do in live trading. But if you wait for those swing buy, swing sell, and also look for confidence between 5 minutes and 15 minutes, then definitely, yeah, you all have that equal opportunity where you don't need to worry about office politics and all those things. And as you see, Ankit is just spending 1 2 hours in morning, 1 hour in evening. He's not even doing full time trading, and just he's waiting for the right signals, right opportunity, quality signals, and then he's just entering those and taking those trades. So yeah, TPT is one of the best prop firms. They don't like Apex or ETF. They don't show any reasons for rejecting your payouts. Ankit, any did you have any issues in getting all those payouts? Anytime, any questions asked?
No, not at all. I was very reluctant when it came to like payout time. Um, and I was like, what if these guys don't? But no, every day, I mean, I waited before I, start withdrawing the funds. But when I was able to, every day I was able to do it.
Right. And Ankit is just doing with the one prop firm now. So again,
Yeah,
so right with replicant, you can do it, but again, you don't need to write just with one prop firm with 3 4 accounts or 5 accounts. If we can make 20K, 25K, 30K per month, trading 2 3 hours per day, you can see like what is the potential, right? Only thing is, yeah,
yeah,
we need to maintain our emotions, wait for the right signals, look for the confidence. So again, just to summarize, Ankit is waiting for that swing buy or swing sell, and whenever he gets it in the 5 minutes, he's also looking in the 15 minutes, and then he's watching the T5 confluence. That's it. Only those three things he's watching, and then he's taking the trades.
yeah, absolutely. I want to say if I can do it, you guys can do it too. I'm sure a lot of you might be, already trading for quite a long time now, whether stocks or uh, options and all that. So I'm sure you should be able to do it.
And do you generally take only ES or NQ, or do you, whenever you see some good opportunity or good confidence, are you taking both, Ankit, at the same time?
Um, I'm still learning, Kishore. I'm not able to manage like multiple trade at the same time. So if I am taking like NQ, I notice that NQ and ES both moves in the same direction. Um, Most of my trade actually, what I have taken are under NQ. Because that is something that after repetition I was able to understand more, and then that's how I'm going to next like work on my skills on ES, and then slowly um, with gold and
Right. Other
other
tickers.
tickers. Yeah, as I said, like I one or two. I mean, if you are a novice like me, guys, you really don't need too many tickers to trade. You just, focus on one, learn it, practice on it. That's what I used to do too. I just go on those virtual money account, and I just like was keep practicing on it on my free time, and that's how I was able to scale up.
Right. And if you see buy or swing sell in 5 minutes, but if you don't see it in 15 minutes, so are you taking a trade or you wait for the confluence?
No, I wait. I don't mind waiting. I just simply wait for the confluence uh,
Mm.
for for both 5 and 15. Because for me, I mean, I'm not watching these charts every single moment, and I want to make sure that if I want to make those profit, my trades should be more quality, and my losses, like my profit should be more, my losses should be less, and that's why I wait for a longer time. However, hours does it take? Sometimes we don't even see them, like very later in the day, and then I just simply wait until those pop up. But for me, these three things are must, and that's is working for me.
Right. And are you checking T5 confluence in both 5 and 15, or are you just checking for a sell or buy in 5 and 15? And if E5 in 5 is good, are you taking the trade?
I'm actually checking for the both. So I check T5 on 5 minutes. If T5 is telling me, showing me the indication, and we are seeing the swing sell, and then so is with the 15 minutes. If it's showing me the same way, then yes, I go for it because that's like extra, assurance it's giving me.
Right. And Ankit, are you also using that alerts, any right, that demand supply alert or any alert for you to watch for that sell signal in 5 and 15, or you just
I'm
manually just watch for NQ? Or
I manually watch for it right now. I'm still learning, guys. As I said, I'm still attending his sessions, and whenever he's showing how to set up those alerts and all, I'm still learning how to set them up and watching when it comes. But I'm still not able to spend that much of time on it. Um Again, given my limitation with the job and all, uh, I'm like more focused when I'm already trading, or when I'm ready to trade, I just stay focused um, on the current market activity compared to waiting for those alerts to come in.
yeah. So if sell comes in 15 minutes and 5 minutes, let us say you saw a swing sell, then you are going to 15 minutes and you see that already in 15 minutes there is a swing sell.
Yes, correct.
And now you are checking T5 confluence in both, and then you enter the trade, right? They don't come at same time in both time frames exactly at same time.
Correct. Absolutely. And then your these the levels also help us as well. Like over here, we have noticed, like, yes, this is like fourth or fifth assurance, where it is showing that let's say 5 minutes chart. This is a perfect example. Um, we are seeing that 5 minute chart. It's already showing the sell signal, right? Right at this candle right here. We are seeing it, and then that's where the resistance coming up. It shows that resistance 6 right here, and then this is where I monitor. Okay, this is keep resisting. That means this resistance is much stronger than this one, the below or the one below is right now at this very moment. And then I just simply go to the 15 minutes, see the same indication. We see the confluence right here, and then this is my 100% guaranteed trade that I should be going short here, and then waiting for my profit target wherever I set it up.
Cool, awesome.
How many? I think one of you have asked me how many accounts do I have. I only have four accounts. Um, I started with two, and then I added two more, and that is also with take profit traders.
think so. Again, right? Just to summarize for all the members who joined just now. So basically, Ankit started his trading journey in May. Right? He was completely new to prop firms. So he's using the futures level manager and along with T5 Confluence to take the future trades. He's waiting for swing sell or swing buy, right? That capital S or capital B. Whenever he sees that swing sell or swing buy in 5 minutes, he will also see whether already in 15 minutes that signal is there. If not, he will wait for swing sell or swing buy to appear in 15 also. Then he is also looking for T5 confluence. That means if there is a swing sell, T5 should be red. And if there is a nice gap between those red and white lines, or if there is a swing buy, that should be, we should say, the green and white lines. So if once he sees that opportunity, then he is taking a swing trade. He uses the order tab and he creates a, right. You can have 2:1 reward and risk. That means if your stop loss is, let us say, $500, you can set your target for $1,000. And then as it goes further down, you can change your stop loss so that you can, when you take trades in order tab, you can keep moving your stop loss so that it will trial your, you can secure your profits even though suddenly there is a move. And as of now, yeah, he got four pro accounts. Those four pro also moved to pro plus. So he's going to make 90% of those profits. So in last 2 months, he made nearly 50K, out of which he was getting 80% of that 50K. Now, whatever he trades in the live accounts, he will make 90% of those. So yeah, that's what, if we follow a systematic approach and follow that strategy, wait for the proper signals, quality signals, then yeah, definitely you all have the equal opportunity and you all can do the same. So yeah, mainly Ankit is using MQ. Uh, Ravikant, if you start with 150K account, then they will give you one pro account only. So for every evaluation you complete, they will give you the corresponding pro accounts. You cannot complete one test and ask for four pro accounts. Mm, Ankit, can you show that NQ chart one more time? So if there is a, right, if 5 minutes and 15 minutes are contradicting, then he will avoid the trade. Right? If 5 minutes is showing a swing sell, but 15 minutes is showing swing buy, or 15 minutes is showing swing sell and 5 minutes is already at the bottom, he will avoid and he will wait for a proper quality trade or proper confluence. Right? The confluence should be between 5 and 15 minutes. Whenever there is a confluence between both, then only he is taking the trades. In that way, he is able to uh, make a lot of success. So, Vasant, what is your question? Can we look at the chart? 5 minutes is bullish with T5. Yeah, just now 5 minutes is turning bullish. But until now, right, from nearly 700, 700, it came all the way to 670. That is 30 points. 30 points is $600. So while entering the trade, you are looking for the confluence. But whenever you see that 5 minutes, that T5 line is coming closer, then you can take the profits and you can wait for the next opportunity. So Ankit started with one or two contracts in the 150K account, but as he got more and more confidence on the strategy and his experience, now he is taking 3 to 5 contracts. So he is not checking 1 minute or 2 minutes or anything. He is only checking 5 and 15 along with T5 conference. So he is using replicanter. Replicanter will copy the trades. Whenever he takes trade in one account, the same trade will go to all the other four accounts. What is your success rate with your trades, Ankit? One of the member is asking. Are you using stop loss and TP every time? What is the probability? Like how many out of 10 are meeting the profit instead of
Um,
hitting?
yeah, my success rate is, I would say, 70%. I try to, because I'm being very selective in taking the trades, I try not to lose. So I would say 70%. Would love to reach to at least like 80, 85. But seven trades, uh, sorry, 10 trades, seven are winning, two are losing, but then three are losing, but then those three are like, very minimal loss compared to the profit of those seven which I'm gaining.
Right, because his risk reward is 1:2, 1:3. So in 7 trades, if he's making $1,000, in 3 trades, he's losing only 300, 300 like that. So, uh, how many opportunities you see on average per day?
Well, if you are looking at, swing buy, swing sell, I would say at least minimum two opportunities every day.
Every
Um,
day, again, he's only trading either in the morning or in the evening because he's in a full-time job. So nearly from 7 or 9 central to 5 or 6, he's not trading. Either he's trading in the morning or in the evening.
I would say, Kishore, that if when I was starting new, the best time for me was in the evening because that's when the the market, as you mentioned, actually, I learned from you only that market volatility is less, and we are able to control our emotions. We are able to control our trades more in the evening after market closes for the futures. Whereas if we try to, get those trades during the market hours, so that's how I was able to, learn quickly, understand, uh, able to manage my entry and exit well during that time.
Right, right, cool. Yeah, that's right, Ankit. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. So again, if you're a new trader, yeah, definitely evening times are better once you gain experience because during US time there will be a lot of news, lot of Trump will be tweeting something or Trump or Powell will be talking something. So there can be sudden volatility up and down. But in the evening time, you have less risk. If you wait for the proper entries, your risk is minimal if you do in the evening. Are you also trading in any personal account, Ankit, or as of now you are just focusing on prop firms?
As of now, I'm only focusing on props. I used to trade in my personal account, that's options and stocks, but then looks like, they were difficult because they you can only do it during market hours. Sorry, options, not stocks, but you can only do it during market hours. And then when I saw that, you can trade future anytime, now I have that peace of mind, like anytime, I can just sit, understand the momentum and then, take my trade peacefully.
Right. Yeah, that's the major advantage. We can trade 23 hours a day and yeah, it won't impact our full-time jobs.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, thanks a lot, Ankit. Again, you answered all the questions, and yeah, great strategy, great going, and I'm sure you will multiply with with multiple prop firms and share more of your learnings because we all can learn from each other. Everyone will have their own style, and definitely it will help all of our other members also to be successful. Thanks a lot again.
Thank you so much, Kishore, for inviting me today, and I'm so grateful to you and the services which you are providing. Um, I definitely want to vouch for Kishore, guys. I mean, I haven't I to for me, I'm like very skeptical person. I don't trust anybody just like that. And I already told you guys, right? I waited for 2 years. I was constantly following him and see how is he doing. And he's a really very genuine person. And the type of services which he's providing and the strategies he's using are really best. Haven't seen anybody doing like this. And above all, he's very humble. Every time when I try to reach out, he's like, okay, let me help you out. So yes, he's available. And that is a great part about me joining Right Choice with Kishore. Thank you again, Kishore. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Ankit. Thank you, and wish you all the best. Uh, yeah, right. For the SNB signals, as I told, you can use the demand and supply alert. That will help you. Or if you are just watching ES chart, if ES gives a sell signal, 95% of the time NQ also will give a sell signal. YM also will give a sell signal. 80% of the time RTY will also give a sell signal. NKD also will give a sell signal. So you all you need to do is just watch one chart. But as Ankit suggested, instead of just looking at 5 minutes, also look at 15 minutes. That will double your success rate because you are looking in a higher time frame. That means if higher time frame is if there are sellers in 15 minutes time frame, that means your 5 minutes will be much more stronger sell opportunity. That will give us much bigger profits and also your success will be much more guaranteed. If you are looking at only one time frame, then there can be up and down. Sometimes can give, sometimes it can again bounce. Like today, SPX was dropping and again going up. But yeah, when you see the same opportunity in multiple time frames, right, in 5 and 15, our success will be a lot more higher. Yeah, same thing we can do in stocks level also. You can do the same thing whenever you want to take any options, puts or calls. We can do the same thing. Watch in 5 and 15. If you have a buy or sell in both time frames, our puts will make more profits. Yeah, today we were only watching in 5 minutes, but yeah, we'll try to apply that 5 and 15 for stocks and options also. If you watch like whatever Ankit suggested, you can yeah, you just if you have a swing sell in 15 and swing sell in 5 minutes, then you don't all you need to do is watch is T5 confluence. Uh, Yeah, that's it, everyone. So, as I said, like we all can learn from each other. So, yeah, looking forward for a lot more success stories. We will have these sessions again weekly or bi-weekly ones, so that we can learn from a lot of other members also, because everyone comes with a different experience, different tips and techniques. And yeah, Ankit, it's really inspiring story. Nearly 50K in 2 months, just as trading 2 hours, 3 hours per day. That's a huge achievement because yeah, for a lot of us it took a lot of time to get such profits. But yeah, they're really inspiring and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Kishore. And all credit goes to you and your help. Um, I just want to finish up with saying everybody just trust him. He has the best strategies out there, and if you really want to make, I would say like if you want to make a career in trading, he's the best person to learn from.
Yeah. Good. Thanks, everyone. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Talk to you. And yeah, today we had some losses with SPX, but we'll cover it tomorrow. Yeah. Today we took some, yeah, with that last one made some profits, but overall it was not a great day with trades, but we'll cover them tomorrow. And right, yeah, just to follow whatever Ankit suggested, that's a great strategy, that 5 minutes and 15 minutes. Because in 15 minutes, if we get a buy or sell, swing buy or swing sell, that's a, because as I told, right, a higher the time frame, stronger the signal. If you follow 1 minute or 2 minutes, there'll be a lot of noise, too many signals, too many. But when 15 is giving a sell or buy, that's a much more stronger opportunity. So if 5, 15 are giving buy or sell, that will give us definitely some nice gain. So yeah, just we'll yeah, tomorrow in the live session also we'll use the strategy and we'll demonstrate. Good night, everyone.
Good luck,
Talk to you
everyone.
tomorrow.